What's up, YouTube? Happy holidays to you. So today is December the 30th, Saturday. And hey, it's interesting. I've been getting a lot of responses and a lot of requests and a lot of traction with this pipe test I did. It's interesting. It is to me. So now people are telling me, why don't you compare it against the pentacarbon or compare it against the CT? Well, for one, I don't have a pentacarbon to compare it to. And a pentacarbon, I'm not sure that it makes any more horsepower than the Alien Head. The Alien Head was one of the best performing pipes that Brock had. It's probably the same as the Alien Head, but I'm guessing because I don't know. I haven't tested the pentacarbon. I know it's a great pipe. Love the style, love the sound of it. And in the CT, I can do that. Matter of fact, I'm on the way to the shop right now to do that. But I don't think it's a fair comparison. I mean, you're talking one of the best pipes there is. Like, that's all titanium, big header pipes. Brock knows his shit, so I'm gonna do it. I don't think it's a good comparison. You got a stainless steel street version pipe, base model pipe, that's way cheaper. We talking $1,000 cheaper than a CT series. At least that's what it was the last time I looked. The Vykon is $13.95 retail. The last time I knew, a CT was $2,200 easy, $2,300 easy. It might be cheaper than that now, not sure. But still, it's nowhere near, it's at least $500 cheaper than a CT. And a CT is the best there is. So that's what I have on my bike currently. So I'm gonna go and do it. Not only as people have been requesting that on my page or on my inbox, but the guy who owns the Vicon, he wants to see what it'll do against. We all want to see what it'll do. We all want to compare it. You might as well compare it against the best of everything. I don't have any other pipes to compare it against. I don't think Voodoo doesn't have a street version exhaust pipe. That's a Sidewinder. I don't know, that's not really a fair comparison, a street pipe against a Sidewinder. But I'm gonna do what was asked of me. I'm going to test the Vicon against the CT today. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I know what's gonna happen, and it ain't gonna be good for the Vicon. So, but still not a good comparison. I'm not making any excuses. It's just not a good comparison. But anyway, give me a second. I'm pulling up to the shop. The Vicon is on the bike now, so I'll go ahead and run that first, and then I'll come back and run the CT. See what happens. So one thing I forgot to pay attention to was ground clearance, because if you run a super sport, for all my super sport races out there, ground clearance is real important. And on this pipe, on the Vicon, it looks as though we got good ground clearance. The drain plug is lower than the bottom of the pipe, so that's good. So this is what she looks like, and now we're going to see what she runs like. 3 pulls, untouched, looks like. Pull number 3, of course, is the best one. So let's get rid of the other one so you don't get confused here. So that's pull number 3 right there. That's the air fuel on that. So air fuel's at 12.8. I'm going to see if it gains anything by leaning it out to 13.0, and then we'll try it again, and then we'll make the switch after that. But everything else looks pretty good. That's a really straight air fuel line. I like that. All right, I just took 2% out from 9,000 up and kind of played this, just to lean it out just a tad, just to see if it likes on the dyno, if it likes to be a little bit leaner. You know, people are like, oh, why don't you tune it to get the maximum out of each pipe? So I'm trying to do just that. Basically, I just leaned it out to 13.1 as the air fuel now. And of course, let me be clear about this. What it makes the maximum horsepower at on the dyno is not relevant to going down the racetrack, because the dyno doesn't take into consideration, at least right now, I'm not taking into consideration the ram air effect going down the racetrack at 150 mile an hour. All right, so right now we got ambient air, we got just static air, no pressure in the air box or anything. So of course it might like to be leaner sitting here, and it proved it right here where it actually makes more power at 13.1 is where the air fuel at now, and it made a horsepower, not even a horsepower more, 4/10 of a horsepower more. It's not even really worth it. I mean, it is for dyno numbers. If you want to play with numbers, yeah. But so at 13.1, it's making 201.42. But if you look at it, from 9,000 on is where I made the changes. Let's zoom in on this. So this is where I made my changes. The red is now, okay, run number 6, and the blue is before. So it likes it here, it likes it there, to the tune of a horsepower. But again, we're not taking into consideration ram air effect. So just wanted to show you where we're at right now. I don't really like it. I would probably go back down to 12.8. Well, not probably. If I was going down the racetrack, I would definitely throw 3 points at this and get going. So just letting you see how perfect the air fuel is. God damn, that's a straight air fuel line right there. All right, so, and then let's look at our torque. I forgot to look at that. Let's rescale it. All right, there's a torque on both of them. Torque is the same. Torque is the same everywhere, so it's really no difference. I'm going to get this CT on here. Again, I don't like this comparison, but you ask and you shall receive. The CT against the Vykon. So there's the Vicon pipe. We just took it off. And someone asked me in the comments, why didn't I use the header that goes along with the Vicon pipe? Why did I use, I don't know what they were saying. This is the header. This is the whole exhaust right here. So I'm not sure why they thought I was using a different header. I think you saw the CT sitting up here on the dyno before, but this is the CT that's going on there right now. I always do the third pull. That makes everything consistent. That makes you comparing apples to apples. So we're looking at the exact difference between the Vykon and the CT. This is crazy. What the? I'm just sitting here realizing what I'm comparing against. Wow. So the red is the CT. And as we see down here, the red is killing it. The CT is killing it down here below 6,500 RPMs, right? So to here. So right at about 6,500 RPMs, the CT has as much as 5 horsepower difference down here. So if you're road racing or you're rolling on from low numbers, the CT is going to mollywop it. I mean, look at the damn torque difference. It's 5 foot-pounds more of torque down in this area. Now, the blue, now we exchange. If you move up to 6,700, after 6,500, they flip-flop. They literally flip-flop. The Vykon now, which is in red, so we're not, which is in blue, so we're not confusing it. The Vykon actually takes over in the horsepower. So now we got 3 horsepower going to the Vykon. But again, for a very short period of time. In drag racing, we don't work in these numbers. We leave somewhere around, with a big bike like this, we leave off of torque. So we leave in the lower numbers. So we accelerate through here. But if you look at the rest of this, I mean, it's literally, they're right there neck and neck all the way up. If you look here at CT, got it by 2 horsepower right there in mid-range, which I always expected the CT to be better than a standard street pipe. So at 8,800 RPMs, the CT got it by 2 horsepower. And then if you look at the air fuel is goddamn right on top of each other. So the CT got it by a horsepower there. And if you go all the way up top here, they are right on from 10,000 on. There's no difference from 10,000 on. The red, which is the CT, has 1 foot-pound more of torque in that area. Again, I always expected the CT to be better. Here we go here. Look at the air fuel. You can't get any closer than that on the air fuel. So if you look at this overall, you have the cream of the crop. CT is the best. The CT is the best pipe you can buy, I feel like, for 14. And look at the torque. The torque numbers, they are exactly the same. Horsepower and torque. The numbers are identical from 10,000 on. From 9,750 RPMs on, they're identical. And that's where we hang out at in drag racing. When you shift at 11.5 and it'll drop back down to about 10,000 RPMs, 9,800. So we stay in that area. So to me, up top, they're identical. Without a doubt, I'm shocked. But here's a $1,395 pipe up against at least $2,000, all titanium pipe. It's going to cost you at least from $1,800 to $2,200. Okay, you be the boss. You be the judge. You decide which one you think is better. I am literally wowed at this Vykon. The fuck? Where'd that come from? Obviously today is, I'm just looking at something. Obviously today is December the 30th. My clock is wrong on my dyno. It's saying 11:24. It's not. It's December the 30th. You decide. I did a test. You decide. I'm gonna try one more thing before I leave. I'm gonna richen the air fuel up on the CT to see what it does, to see if it produces more power being richer, all right? It should. No, sometimes it doesn't. So just stand by. Let's see what we got. Did not help on a dyno. It would help on the racetrack, but it didn't help on a dyno. So, of course, I made 3 pulls like I always do. And that's what we got. All right, basically exactly the same. And that's just the CT against the CT, just air fuels a change. As you can see, we went from 13.1 to 12.9 on the air fuel. Remember we ran the we ran the Vykon, and it was richer when we first ran it. So let's go here. So let's compare these two. So in this scenario, both of the air fuels are exactly on top of each other. All right, so let me make this bigger. Hold on. So both of the air fuels are on top of each other. So run number 3 is the Vicon at 12 at 12.8, 12.9. They're both at 12.9. So the Vicon at 12.9 and the CT, which is run number 12, is slightly better as being richer. 20207 to 201. They're absolutely the same on the torque up top. They just overlay each other. So, and then again on the air fuel down here, you'll see the air fuels are right on top of each other. So I just tried to cover all aspects of it, all compare apples to apples in every way possible. Same tire pressure, same day, same conditions, same everything. I did not expect the Vicon to run with the CT series pipe at all. Who knows what it'll do on the racetrack? But here on the dyno is all I can go by. These are the numbers. You've seen it for yourself. They're both good pipes. One costs more money than the other one. One's much lighter. Remember, the CT is way lighter. So for everybody who's conscious of weight, the CT is going to be your better move. If you're conscious of dollars, is the $700 to $1,000 difference worth it to you? Anyway, that's the test. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, do me a favor. Like and subscribe to the channel because I enjoy doing shit like this, right? But I don't really have a lot of time. But if I see interest, like I saw a lot of interest in the other pipe test that I did. If I see a lot of interest, I'll come in here and I'll do shit for you guys. Just let me know what you want to see, if I can, and I'll do it. All right? Like and subscribe. Hit the little bell button so that you guys get notified every time I post a video. All right, so here we go. That's it. That's it.